that the levels of contaminants like mercury in fish can vary highly from species to species. And the higher up the food chain you go, the more variation you'll see. So at Safe Catch, we've developed a technology that can test fish rapidly for its mercury concentration. We can test a fish in about 30 to 60 seconds, where most labs take a week. And so we took this technology and we integrated it into the seafood supply chain, and we've performed about 1 million tests to date, the largest database in the world of mercury data in seafood. And so we've used that database and our testing technology to look at species and figure out how can we essentially embrace the health benefits of seafood while addressing those health concerns. And so we've gone ahead and done that. And so when we look at our data against this list, things that pop out that are as follows, really. When we look at tuna as an example,
that's a great one because it really runs the gamut with tuna. I've noticed that the mercury levels can vary from species to species.
That's correct. And not only can it vary from species to species, within the species itself, it can vary a great deal.
Just based on region, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, based on regions, based on diet. But in our testing, because we test every single fish before we buy it, we've seen 2 fish that are the same size from the same school vary by over 15 times.
Wow.
And so that variance means that if you're a vulnerable consumer like a pregnant woman or a small child, you can't shoulder that type of variation in your product.
Yeah.
Us as adults, us who are not in that either feeding a baby to be or weigh 30 to 75 pounds, if by chance we're exposed to that occasional high mercury fish, we have the filtration system in our bodies to allow ourselves to handle that aberration. Now that's because we could weigh anywhere from 130 to 200 pounds and be fully developed. But if you're a small child and you're developing and you weigh 60 pounds, you don't have the body mass to shoulder that same exposure. So we've made some suggestions to this list. First of all, applauding the FDA for the steps they've made thus far, and then encouraging them to take one step further. And in that recommendation, we recommend that they have currently tuna as a best choice, meaning they can have 2 to 3 servings per week, even if you're a vulnerable consumer, meaning a pregnant woman or a small kid. Safe Catch, and along with groups like Consumer Reports, as well as the Environmental Working Group, have all come out independent of one another and said, you know what, light tuna could potentially have that occasional high mercury fish in it and shouldn't exist on that best choice list. It should be on that good choice list. So for you, Matt, or you, Eric, if you were to have a light canned tuna, once a week and that's what you want to go ahead and do that. If you wanted to have more than that can a week, then you could come and try Safe Catch Elite. You can go to a product that's fully tested, or you could take products off that list that we would say deserve to be there because they're consistently great, like wild salmon or sardines or Pacific or Atlantic mackerel. Some of these species are just great to be consistently low in mercury, high levels of omega-3s, and just a solid pick. So what we're trying to do here is continue to increase education, increase transparency, and enable consumers to find the products that will make them feel their best.
Now, when you refer to, of course, Safe Catch Elite Wild Tuna, this is a tuna that you specifically have tested in your laboratories that you know that it has these low levels of mercury. Now, for our regular consumers out there, that doesn't mean that you can just go out and buy a can of your favorite tuna and that it meets that same high standard.
That's correct. So what we did is, in our Elite, we test each tuna individually to a limit of 0.1 parts per million. And what that is a standard 10 times stricter than the FDA. So what we've done is we've gone out and looked at the standards set by health professionals, and we've said, okay, this is what they consider to be the gold standard, the standard of hit. So what we've done is we've taken a wild tuna product and we've tested each tuna to ensure that it meets the same low mercury levels as a wild salmon or a sardine, so that you can eat it with that same degree of confidence. And because it has that variation in there, we've developed a system to test each tuna one by one, so we can be assured that the fish in the can meets the standards we publish, and we publish that standard right on the can. Yeah,
that's real. I mean, that's really important. I know that for a lot of people that do have strict or restrictive diets, they do take these things very seriously. And for the average consumer, as you mentioned, the education process is very important because I think a lot of people don't recognize, they automatically assume that the companies that they're buying products from are automatically doing this type of rigorous testing. But like you said, not every manufacturer, they're kind of doing like the baseline testing that the FDA requires to get their products on the shelf. And those products might not necessarily have the same benefits that maybe a product like yours does with Safe Catch Elite.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We spent over 10 years developing the technology, working in labs. It took us a long time to find a way to develop and invent a technology that we could integrate into these environments. I mean, there's all types of moisture, vibrations. I mean, it's anything but a sterile, controlled lab environment when these tunas are being unloaded and brought to market. So to take a laboratory science and integrate it into a tool that can live and perform accurate, repeatable results.
That's a tough one.
Environment was tough.
I can imagine. Sean, give us a website so people can find out more information.
Oh, yeah, man, I'd love that. Go to www.safecatch.com. Come look us up. Let us know what you think about us. If you're into what we do, please follow us on social media and join our community. We're out there trying to help everyone feel great and live their best.
Absolutely.
Thank
you, Sean
for this opportunity, Eric and Matt.
Maui Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
When you really want Italian food, really good Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Why? Well, here's a couple of reasons. Value. You get a lot for your money along with a load of deliciousness. You're not eating corporate food. Columbo's is family owned and faithful to their long-held family recipes. We're talking service that's never fawning. You'll never get, "Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'll be your server tonight." Please. Jazz every night. Sizzling steaks, luscious fish entrees, yummy Italian specialties, and the world's greatest meatballs. Need I say more? Oh, I will. Value, deliciousness, Italian family specialties, friendly service. Columbo's. Yes! That little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Manja.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Fish, shrimp, Creole, and pecan pie. Cajun cooking.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the What's Cooking Today show. I'm Eric Hines. That's Matt Bassance. Jump here, yeah.
What was that?
That's hey there, Matt, backwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So today is apparently National Backwards Day.
I was going to say, is it National Backwards Day?
It's National Backwards Day today.
Can you say it one more time?
Yeah. Tim, here. Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah, dude. I've kind of like, you think it's funny and weird, but I've actually spent a long time in my life trying to master talking backwards, and I'm not mastered it at all. But what I used to do for us audio production guys out there is I record my voice saying something, and then I just reverse it, and then I practice saying things in reverse, and it was a lot of fun. And I think for National Backwards Day, let's encourage our listeners to go out there and say things backwards, or put your shirt on
how hard
backwards.
that is?
Oh, it's really hard.
I always found myself, it was kind of like a point of pride to be able to read certain words or sentences or paragraphs when they're all jumbled up or mixed letters, but you can still depict the words or the reverse. But I don't know what that one is. And you can read it out.
Those like brain puzzles. Where it's like totally.
Yeah. It's like a brain scrambler, and some of them are backwards, and it's amazing that you can still read them.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Well, today is National Backwards Day. January 31st honors everything backward. National Backwards Day is an opportunity to reverse our ways, our direction, or simply our shirt. Dessert for breakfast, perhaps. There are so many ways to celebrate this fun day, so just let your imagination be your guide.
That actually is a really good idea, dessert for breakfast. Let's do that. I think we have some ice cream in the fridge.
Oh, man. You know, for me, I would love to have a chocolate dip ice cream cone right now for breakfast.
Ooh,
as National Backwards
Courtney,
Day.
get on it.
Yeah, we're going to do this. Leonardo da Vinci wrote backwards.
Really?
If you can imagine that, yeah. Not only did the artist and inventor write from right to left, he wrote his letters backwards. So he had quite a skill for backwardsness. Let's see what else we got. Olive Garden introduces the new never-ending, this is right up your alley, never-ending classics all-you-can-eat deal. Olive Garden offers all-you-can-eat servings of some of their most popular dishes with the launch of new limited-time never-ending classics deal. Starting at $11.99, you could choose among 5 entrees, which include spaghetti with meat sauce, fettuccine Alfredo, lasagna classico, chicken Alfredo, and chicken parmigiana.
Yeah, I've only been to Olive Garden once, and I thought the food was okay.
Yeah,
but I've been kind of wanting to go again to reassess.
Yeah, you know, with great Italian restaurants that we all love and enjoy. I mean, Angela's and Vinci's is a perfect example.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like you get such bold Italian flavors. And Olive Garden, I've been to Olive Garden a number of times.
They're a good general.
Yeah, and when me and my wife first met, we were college kids, and you know, as a college kid, Olive Garden's like going out for dinner. It's like a fine dinner.
That's
it's
fine
dining.
Fancy and stuff.
You're fine dining at Olive Garden. And so, yeah, I've had plenty of experience at Olive Garden. And, yeah, they definitely do what they do very, very well. But, I mean, it is what it is.
You know what's funny? You said Olive Garden is fine dining. As a kid, like going to McDonald's is fine dining. And as you get older, then it's Red Robin is fine dining.
Yeah.
Then
just
it's
going
Olive
out to
Garden.
eat. Yeah, just going out to eat. Like when you're like a teenager, it's like just, oh gosh, we're going out to eat. I'm at that point with my kids right now. It's like my younger kids, of course, again, McDonald's, the Happy Meals is like,
oh yeah,
that's what it's all about. And then for my teenager, one of her favorite things is she likes to eat a lot of salads. And so she really likes to go out to the Soup Plantation.
Soup Plantation is good.
Well, and here's the thing about Soup Plantation is that this same teenage daughter that I have, every single time we go, this has been since she was a little child. Mm-hmm. Every single time we go, she overeats and ends up getting sick. Still
really?
to this day. We went to Soup Plantation last week.
What does she get?
I don't know what she's eating, but she's eating just, I think, too much. I think she's over imbibing.
Is she hitting it up like a big buffet out in Vegas or something like that? Just like load the plate up?
I think she's piling it up. Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. Yeah, so she gets, like last time we went, I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm munching on some delicious soup. I have a nice salad. I get some of those cheesy bread pizza sticks, and I'm pretty good. And then I get my ice cream for dessert. And but no, I think she's trying to maximize my dollar, which God bless her for it.
Yeah.
But then she ends up saying, I have to go to the bathroom. And then she comes back like a half hour later and her face is sweating.
Oh, man.
And she got the buffet sweats.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so that happens. But, yeah, Olive Garden, if you are looking for an all-you-can-eat deal, definitely for you lunchers out there, you diners out there, go to Olive Garden. Check out their new all-you-can-eat deal with the never-ending classic, starting at $11.99. And check it out. Yeah, and plus it comes with soup or salad plus breadsticks.
I haven't been to a buffet, now that you talked about it. I haven't been to a buffet in forever. I need to go.
Oh man, I'm a big fan of the buffet.
God, now it's Olive Garden. Now it's a buffet.
Yeah.
I need to go to Vegas or something.
Yeah.
Just like knock it all out. Why go to Vegas? I just go to Golden Corral. I'm confused. My God.
Golden Corral, guys, stick around. Food news right here on the What's Cooking Today show. Maddie Mapasants, I'm Eric Hines. We'll be back right after the break. We're going to talk about flu season and flu shots. Yeah. I know. I just got over it now.
How do we transition from buffet to flu? Why?
Stomach flu. We'll be back right after this.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California, with the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from Rome to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit innatlagunabeach.com.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you have severe knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, we have great news. Finally, there's a way to reduce your pain without surgery or taking medications. Call us today and learn how you can qualify to get a pain-relieving knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. We'll even ship your brace for free. If you have excruciating knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, don't wait. You may qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving, nearly invisible knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. I've used one, they're comfortable and they work, and we guarantee your happiness. So call right now and get yours. I promise, we're here to take your call. Thank you.
800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. That's 800-290-0759.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California for our sizzling party savings. Book your wedding event or reception, your birthday bash, or a special event of any kind and celebrate at Angelo's and Vinci's. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate in one of our many festive banquet rooms. It's an incredible fun event you will never forget. Food, music, and lots of fun. Call for the details, and don't forget our daily lunch and dinners, plus our Sunday champagne brunch. Just $14.95. Minestrone soup, sausage and peppers, pastas, chicken dishes, salads, scones, and muffins. Plus so much more, a chocolate fondue fountain, Zeblis, cannolis, fresh fruit, champagne, and Junior will be waiting to make the omelet of your choice from our omelet bar. Angelo's and Vinci's has been voted on the Orange County Hot List as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants for the past 6 years. And don't forget our award-winning pizzas. Thin or thick, they're yummy. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022, 714-879-4022.
When you've been married for 45 years, you begin to
finish each other's sentences.
Like how Kmart is now
a preferred Medicare Part D pharmacy with
co-pays as low as $1, which means we save lots of money. So I can finally build that
woman cave in the basement, Loretta's lair.
Wait, what?
Oh, you heard me.
Head to Kmart Pharmacy today for Medicare Part D copays as low as $1. Kmart Pharmacy accepts most Medicare Part D plans and is preferred in many. Visit any Kmart Pharmacy for details or go to kmartpharmacy.com to find a location nearest you.
Hi, friends. This is Larry Minetti. Go to larryminetti.com to get my book, Aloha Magnum. You'll read all about the wonderful guest stars like Carol Burnett, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, and many, many more. Also, there is an episode guide and my favorite recipes that I really cook at home. I will include a free signed photo with every book. Get Aloha Magnum at larryminetti.com. Order now. Aloha.
And do
Welcome back, everybody. This is the What's Cooking Today show. Maddie Matt Passants, I'm Eric Hines. And Matt, of course, around the office here at CRN, we're a small staff, small, close group of Métis, but
sometimes too close.
Yeah, when one person gets sick in this office, the whole office gets sick. Yeah,
it's contaminated.
And we all went through the whole flu season, and I would say we toughed it out, but a lot of us got really, really sick. I mean, we had the body pains, the aches. I know that for a good week, I laid back in that studio and just basically curled up like a baby and had the cold sweats, trying to stay away from everybody. And one of the ways that people are dealing with the flu is they get the flu shot.
Yeah.
And I have yet to get one flu shot in my life.
Really? You've never gotten
no.
one?
And I just think it's, I would say it's just my lifestyle. I just don't really think about it, I just kind of, and when I get sick, and I just, I let my
get
body.
better eventually.
Yeah, I let my body do its own thing, and I try to stay away from people. But I'll tell you, with having kids at home, I have 3 young school-age children. I mean, they bring it all home. The whole family gets
different
it,
strains.
And they bring it all back. And we're going to talk with our good buddy, health correspondent Jim Morelli, all about protecting ourselves from the flu during flu season. Hey, Jim, how's it going, my friend?
Oh, it's going very well.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you could join us because, of course, what better timing? The flu just went through this place like wildfire. And, I know the flu shot is very important for a lot of our elderly people because it can actually protect them from dying. I mean, if older people get the flu, they could die from this. I mean, this is really that bad. And, Jim, for people out there that are kind of naysaying the idea of flu shots, or maybe they're afraid it actually makes you sick, give us some pointers, give us some ideas about the way you approach this whole topic.
Well, you mentioned that older people can die as a result of getting the flu, and that is true, but it's also true that younger people can as well, which is why CDC pretty much recommends the flu shot for everyone. The most susceptible are the very young, the very old, and also those of any age who have some kind of an immune problem. And as far as getting the flu from the flu shot, no, it doesn't happen. The flu shot is made up of dead virus, and therefore you are not going to get the flu. There are some people who think that there's something called a serum sickness you might get after getting a flu shot just as a result of what else might be in the vaccination. But even that's sort of sketchy. We're not quite sure about that. But I do know there are plenty of people who get the flu shot and then they swear that they got the flu right after. And it could be that they maybe had the flu inside of them and just coincidentally happened to get a flu shot at that point.
That's probably what happened to me.
Yeah.
It seems like every time I would get the flu shot, I'd end up getting sick with something.
Yeah, it's probably coincidental.
Yeah.
But again, it's a dead virus. So you're definitely not
it's not an active virus, so there's not now here comes the next question is that there is a lot of debate out there. Of course, we deal with people that are talking about vaccines and the information that's going around. It kind of goes both ways, and there's a lot of evidence that says that these vaccines are safe and that not to worry about them. But now there's also talk about live virus vaccines, and is that something that when people are getting flu shots, so they are not getting live virus, they're getting a dead virus that the body then uses to metabolize and kind of build the defense for the active live virus when it does try to attack the body.
Right. That's how vaccinations work. Now, formerly we used to have available, mainly for children, we had a nasal spray virus. Now, that was made up of a live, what we call attenuated virus, and I like to think of that as a half-dead virus.
Sure.
And basically, that worked very well, it seemed, for about a year or two, and then we started to see a diminishment in the effectiveness of that virus, so that one is no longer recommended and no longer available for kids. So they, too, have to get the shot if they're going to get anything. And, it's important to talk with your pediatrician. You mentioned you had 3 children, about whether or not it's a good idea for your kids to go ahead and get the flu shot. And I think it's important, too, that we take some precautions to not get sick. And they're simple. You want to make sure you're washing your hands. You want to make sure that you are getting plenty of sleep and that you're avoiding stress if possible. These are the things that can affect our immune system. Again, though, no matter how many precautions we might take, as you guys mentioned, there are germs everywhere, especially in the workplace and in school. And I think coughing is one of the things we all tend to see at the workplace and at school. And first of all, it can be painful and stressful for the person who has it and prevent you from getting a good night's sleep. But it also can transmit germs to everybody else. So it's important that you find a good cough suppressant. So a great place to find relief from a nagging cough is with Robitussin's 12-hour cough relief, lasts 12 hours. There's also a children's variety, and both are available, grape, orange flavors, fast, powerful, long-lasting relief. These will keep coughs under control all day or all night. Robitussin.com is where you can find out more about those.
Well, I'll tell you, Robitussin saved my butt this last flu season. I was so, the body aches and the congestion and just the overall just general feeling of malaise. It was either calling sick to work or have some Robitussin and tough it out. And it worked for me. It definitely worked for me and allowed me to carry on with my day. And so yeah, I would suggest that that's a great way to go if you got to do it. And when it comes to parents, I think it's also important that the school districts nowadays, they really push attendance because they get paid per head. But if your kid's sick, keep them home with you. Wait till they're better, because you don't want to get the rest of the classroom sick, and it's kind of self-defeating to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my son was sick last week for an entire week, and he had plenty of company. We heard that many of his classmates were also ill, because that's the nature of illness in school. I was in a school district last week also where they had a mass sick out. A couple of hundred kids were sick with what's called a norovirus. And, I said to the superintendent the exact same thing that you were just talking about. A lot of parents feel like they have to get their kids to school. They don't want the kids to miss school. It's a competitive environment out there. And she said, look, you're doing nobody any favors, least of all your children and the other children, by having them come to school sick. Things can be made up, so that's not something that people need to worry about, is sending your kids sick. I would say this: if you've got children, during cold and flu season especially, you want to make sure that your medicine cabinet has the things you need to treat them, so that if they get sick in the middle of the night, and doesn't that always seem to be the way, you want to have something that will make them feel better. So I would highly recommend keeping on hand children's Advil, number one. That will reduce a child's fever fast, but it also will help to relieve aches and pains. And then if you got a real little one, infant's Advil, again, unsurpassed fever relief, and children's Dimetap. That is a decongestant. That's for stuffy noses and runny noses. Again, important to have those on hand. There's nothing worse than being a parent. Your kid's sick in the middle of the night and you have nothing to help them with.
Jim just basically described everything that's in my medicine cabinet right now that took our whole family through it. Yeah,
I'm going to have to load
up then. Hey, Jim Morelli, any website you want us to check out to get more information about this?
Yeah, there's one called sickjustgotreal.com, but also I would recommend going to the CDC's website and I check it every week. CDC.gov will show you where the flu is predominant, where it's breaking out, so that you can be better prepared and know what's coming your way.
Jim Morelli, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go to sickjustgotreal.com and also to the CDC.gov website to keep abreast to all the latest news when it comes to this. Jim, again, thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
It was my pleasure. You guys take care.
You too. Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up here on the What's Cooking Today show. Maddie Mapasants, I'm Eric Hines. We'll be back right after this.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms: frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
The U.S. economy has been getting stronger, and home values have been increasing. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Many of our clients have been taking cash out of their homes, a strategy that might work for you. The smart move is for you to refinance your mortgage right now with Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.18%, APR 4.35%. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Banana split for my baby, a glass of plain water for me. Banana split for my baby, a glass of plain water for me. Dispenser man, if you please. Serve my chick a mess of calories. Banana split for my baby. A glass of plain water for me. Flip back the lid, scoop anything in sight. Make it a rainbow of red, brown, and white.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate chip and everything that's nice. Tutti frutti once and spumoni twice. Banana split for my baby. And a glass of plain water for me.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the What's Cooking Today
Spray
show.
the whipped cream for at least an hour. Pile it as high as the Eiffel Tower. Loaded with nuts, about 16 ton. Top it with a pizza just for fun.
Wow.
Banana
Pizza.
split
I didn't say
for
one coming.
my baby.
Guys, welcome back to the What's Cooking Today show. If you missed any portion of the show, be sure to go to the website, crntalk.com, and just click on the What's Cooking link to get the blog page. And be sure to check this out. Earlier in the show, we talked with Sean Wittenberg. He's the co-founder of Safe Catch, and they are a great organization and company that has really done a lot of scientific research and found a great way to test the mercury content in our favorite fish and to ensure that we are getting the highest quality of fish that you could buy if you are a big fish eater like I am.
Something I realized I should have asked him when we went to break after we had him on was, what about microplastics?
The microplastics is a big deal. Yeah, because these fish are eating these tiny little pieces of plastic that are falling to the bottom of the ocean. And we, in turn, we ingest that stuff. So, you are what you eat, they say.
Well, that means that I'm going to stay young forever then.
That's right.
Again, with the preservatives and plastics, my God, man, I'm going to be set.
I have a feeling I'm going to turn into a top ramen.
Just a long
just
noodle.
a big long noodle.
Big long noodle.
Also, we talked with health correspondent Jim Morelli, and he mentioned to us some great ways to protect ourselves this season. Of course, he suggested the flu shot for elderly or very young, and also people that have immune compromised systems. Very important. Also, some great products. He recommended some Robitussin, some Advil products that we could definitely use to kind of ease the symptoms. If you missed any portion of that interview, again, go to crntalk.com.
He got me thinking about getting sick when you get the flu shot and whether you do or not, and whether it's in your head, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I'm going to go get the flu shot and see if I end up getting sick. But I don't want to...
You're going to be in complete health.
I don't want to trick myself into thinking that I'm sick and then I end up getting sick. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So that's what I don't know.
Maybe it is kind of like a placebo effect where once you get the shot, you're automatically thinking. Yeah, I know that, with my son, when he gets his vaccinations, he kind of gets a little malaise. Just a little tired, grumpy. I've seen that in him, so I know for him it's not a placebo effect. He's a kid; he can't fake it. He's 4 years old. He doesn't have the.
He hasn't learned how to fake it yet.
He hasn't learned how to fake that psychology. But anyways, I digress. Of course, some more great food news. I talked about this a little bit last week, but this is a very important subject for us men with wives out there. Haagen-Dazs is getting set to launch a new line of ice cream, coffee, vanilla, chocolate. Layers of crispy Belgian chocolate, coffee ice cream, and vanilla. Triple chocolate, which I think is a big winner for us husbands out there. Layers of crispy Belgian chocolate, white chocolate ice cream, and milk chocolate. Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Why are we doing this?
Salted caramel chocolate. I'm a big fan of the sweet and salty. Layers of crispy Belgian chocolate, salted caramel ice cream, and chocolate ice cream. Oh, man. And vanilla blackberry chocolate. Again, the delicious layers of crispy Belgian, vanilla ice cream, and blackberry ice cream.
You know what? It's National Backwards Day. We could have this for breakfast.
For breakfast, yeah. Perfect. Oh, Matt. Oh, this is genius. This is going to be our breakfast here. According to one Haagen-Dazs social media posting, the flavors are coming soon. I have a feeling we're going to see them right around the corner. It's the new year. I have a feeling they're going to be.
I want them now, not soon. Yeah. Soon is not now.
Speaking of ice cream, I took a trip down to West LA, Westwood specifically, and was hanging out in front of the UCLA campus over by the Fox Theater. Mm-hmm. And my daughter, who's now college bound, was kind of doing some testing down there and doing miscellaneous tasks down there. And I had a chance to walk around in Westwood for about 2 hours, which was kind of cool. And it was I would say it was a nice balmy 30 degrees in LA. Close to, it was probably like 40 degrees, literally 40 degrees in LA. And that's very rare for us Los Angelians to experience weather that cold. So, everyone's bundled up with their scarves and all the college students had their gloves on. And it looked like they're in the frozen tundra. I know, mind you, for you guys living on the East Coast or the Midwest, you guys go out in your flip-flops and sandals at 40 degrees. Us in California, we think we're like in the middle of the Antarctic. So,
my buddy who is in Denver right now, or rather was in Denver, Mile High City?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would come home every now and then, and it gets cold up there.
Oh, Denver, Colorado.
And it would be, I don't know, 50 degrees here, walking around in shorts, flip-flops. Like,
doesn't
dude,
even faze him. Yeah,
it's warm.
Yeah.
What?
No,
it's not.
I'm like walking around.
No, it's not. It's not warm.
It's not warm at all. Well, it was funny because even with this freezing cold weather, there was a food truck, an ice cream food truck that was parked on the side of the road. And I'm sitting there looking at this guy and I'm thinking, this is one food truck business I would definitely not invest in because this guy had 0 customers thinking he's going to sell these ice cream bars in 40-degree California weather.
I'd go get one. Why not?
Would you really?
Yeah.
Well, the one advantage, and I will, to play devil's advocate, I will say the one advantage to this food truck was that it would take forever for that ice cream to melt. I mean, you could literally probably even put it in your pocket, pull it out later.
It'd
still be frozen, leave it outside. Just kind of walk around.
That's what we do with the sodas here. We leave them in the storage area, and they're still nice and cold. We don't need to put them in the fridge.
Well, then in summertime, we just put our frozen meals out there, and it cooks them right up. So, I mean, it kind of goes both ways with our storage area back there.
Our oven is seasonal.
Exactly. We have a seasonal oven. Guys, stick around. Wrapping this show up here. Maddie Mapasants, I'm Eric Hines. The What's Cooking Today show right here on CRN Digital Talk. The El Jefe, my compadre, Mr. Michael Horn, will be returning this week. I believe Friday he'll be back on the show.
Friday?
He's coming back from a lovely vacation over in Aloha, Hawaii. Maui, staying at the beautiful, beautiful Kanapali Beach Hotel and Resort. And I've had a chance to actually go by and stand in the parking lot of the place. Mm-hmm. And it's absolutely fantabulous.
You never went in?
They have a really nice bar inside. Nice club, too. So, but guys, be sure to stick around.
As far as you got?
Yeah, it's about as far as I got. We'll be back right after this on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hey, Fred Dreyer and I are really enjoying Blue Apron. Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. They deliver the food. They give you the recipes. Everything is fresh. It's sourced fresh. It's all great, wonderful cooking. You go out and spend $30 or more going to dinner, $10 a person, and you dine with your family. Go and make the meals together. It's affordable, as I said, about $10 a person per meal. It's got variety. You can customize recipe. It's easy. It's guaranteed. And here's the special deal. You can get your first 3 meals free with free shipping if you go to their website. That's blueapron.com/dryer, D-R-Y-E-R. Again, your first 3 meals free. You get free shipping. Just go to blueapron.com/dryer, D-R-Y-E-R. You love how good it is. It feels good. It tastes good. It's blueapron.com/dryer, D-R-Y-E-R. Blueapron.com/dryer. Check it out today.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you have severe knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, we have great news. Finally, there's a way to reduce your pain without surgery or taking medications. Call us today and learn how you can qualify to get a pain-relieving knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. We'll even ship your brace for free. If you have excruciating knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, don't wait. You may qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving, nearly invisible knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. I've used one, they're comfortable, and they work, and we guarantee your happiness. So call right now and get yours. I promise, we're here to take your call. Thank you.
800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. That's 800-290-0759.
Announcing a new handmade glass collection from Crystal Light Bohemia in the Czech Republic, established in 1794. The tradition of the factory remains, making handmade Bohemian glass with a family heritage and dedication for the finest craftsmanship, creating Czech glassware, the finest glassware in the world. Now, Crystal Light Bohemia brings this new and traditional glassware to the United States, featuring our world-renowned crystal products at reasonable prices. Crystal Light Bohemia also announces our new technology, titanium crystal glass, an abrasion and chip-resistant, shatter-resistant, crystal-clear, brilliant shine, and fire-polished crystal glassware like no other. Smooth to the touch, this lead-free crystal glassware is dishwasher-safe, stronger and durable, yet so delicate to the eye, and it's in demand worldwide. Find out more and order your glassware today at crystallight.org, crystalite.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to What's Cooking Today show. Wrapping this thing up and putting a bow on it. And if you missed any portion of this beautiful present that we're giving you here, be sure to go to crntalk.com. Check out the What's Cooking Today blog page. Not only can you get archives of your favorite shows, you can get links to the video over at Tiki Live. We're broadcasting live right now at tikilive.com. TIKILIVE.com is the website. And just do a search for CRN, and you'll see we're the first one that pops up. And just join us every week.
What is this?
What's what?
What is this?
Oh, you saw that too?
Jack in the Box unveils new triple bacon buttery Jack with bacon butter.
Well, I'm still kind of enamored with this whole Big Mac. The new Big Mac thing too is really kind of an interesting story that I read.
The Big Mac doesn't have bacon on it. That's
true. No, yeah.
February 2nd?
Have you heard about the McDonald's vending machines?
Yes.
Now this scares me. The idea that you could actually go to a vending machine and buy a Big Mac from a vending machine. It's kind of scary for me.
Mike was talking to me about that before he left, and I don't think I'm for it. I think he said that it tweets something out whenever you order from it, I believe.
Interesting. So
yeah.
It's kind of like tracking.
No, I don't want... Listen, as much as I am about, technological progression and everything, I don't want robots making my burgers, and for this simple reason. I had ordered a pizza from a very popular chain that they roll it through a little oven heater, and it was given to me, whatever, and I got breadsticks too. And I found a rivet in my breadsticks.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And I was chewing on it, and not the most edible thing in the world, I would say. And that's my biggest fear with robots making my food is they're going to put metal shavings or stuff is going to fall apart and it's going to end up in my food, and I'm going to be very mad.
Well, I'm going to tell you, me and Mr. Michael Horn, we differ greatly on the fight for 15. I would say that, let's just take the number off the table. Forget the number 15. Let's just take that number off the table. But let's talk about a franchise that has worked very well here in California, which is In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burger pays its employees very well. They have benefits. They have retirement packages if you're them with them long enough. They have offered their employees a little piece of that pie that these other fast food workers are asking for, and they still have maintained consistently low prices.
All about.
In-N-Out Burger remains to be one of the least expensive burger joints you could eat at. It is not the most expensive, and even though they offer all these benefits for their employees,
I think it's because they keep their stuff simple.
They keep it real simple.
That's what it is. You want a burger? Here's a burger. If you want fries, here's fries.
Keep it simple. KISS.
What's it? You want, a burger 15 ways from Sunday? Well, maybe, but not 15 ways from Sunday. We'll give it to you 5 ways.
I think it's less about the employees and more about the product then. Yeah, absolutely. I think that it is fair to say that you can sustain a business
literally quantity
and pay your
over
employees
quality.
fairly. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Literally.
Yeah. Focus in.
I could write a restaurant menu with 5,000 items. Easy.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean any of it's going to be any good.
Yeah.
If I wrote out a menu with 10 things, I can make 10 really good things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple.
Jack of all trades, master of none. Let's be masters of our universe here.
I
have the power.
I have the power.
Guys, if you missed any portion of the show, again, crntalk.com. For Michael Horn, I'm Eric Hines. That is Maddie Mappason. Stick around for more great CRN programming coming up. And, of course, don't miss it this Thursday, the Wild PM show, The Lounge, with Mr. Robert Conrad. Join me then. Guys, for everyone here at CRN Digital Talk, eat well, everybody.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. Of course, you can always listen live through your local cable TV provider, as well as on our website at crntalk.com. But if cutting-edge technology is more your style, you'll be happy to know that CRN is now available on Wi-Fi radio. Simply log on to Reciva.com, that's RECIVA.com, and look for CRN. You can access all of our great shows and listen live anywhere in the world. Be part of your favorite shows and get the full CRN listening experience you would have with any traditional radio, podcast, or a live stream from our website. For more information on where or how to listen, And for a full list of our programming, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Val Dior. With President Trump set to unveil his choice for the Supreme Court, the Senate's top Republican is accusing Democrats of playing politics.
Mitch McConnell accusing Democrats of using what he calls the same tired playbook.
Trying to paint whomever is actually nominated in apocalyptic terms.
McConnell noting the election is over.
The Senate should respect the result of the election and treat this newly elected president's nominee in the same way the nominees of other newly elected presidents have been treated.
Democratic leader Charles Schumer has threatened to fight tooth and nail any nominee he says is not in the mainstream.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines reporting House Speaker Paul Ryan has given a strong defense to President Trump's refugee and immigration ban. That's the word from Republicans who attended a closed-door meeting this morning. Lawmakers said Ryan told them that he backs the order, which has created chaos and confusion worldwide, but Ryan cautioned lawmakers that support won't be easy and warned them to expect protests in their districts. U.S. home prices marched steadily higher in November, pushed up by healthy demand for homes and a shrinking supply of available properties.
The Standard & Poor's CoreLogic Case-Shiller 20-City Home Index rose 5.3%. Home sales have remained healthy even as mortgage rates have risen. Americans bought existing homes at the fastest pace in nearly a decade in November, yet the number of homes for sale has fallen to a 17-year low, fueling bidding wars in many cities.
Correspondent Jeremy House reporting prices in Seattle jumped 10.4% in November from a year earlier, the biggest gain among the 20 cities tracked by the index. Portland followed with a 10.1% gain. Stocks are opening slightly lower on Wall Street as several companies report disappointing earnings. The major indexes fell yesterday, with energy, materials, and technology companies faring the worst. More analysis on this story and much more at townhall.com.
I promise to have and to hold from this day forward.
At SelectQuote, we know your promise is your commitment to always be there for them, even if you're not.
I promise to always protect you, no matter what.
Since 1985, SelectQuote has been helping people keep their promises. Our life insurance advisors shop many highly rated insurers to get you the best rates. A $500,000 term life policy could cost less than $19 a month. Just visit the new SelectQuote.com to get free quotes in minutes.
Okay, I'm really nervous. Try not to freak out, okay?
I won't, I promise. Now check the mirrors, then slowly back up.
Visit SelectQuote.com to get started.
Visit SelectQuote.com to get started or call 1-800-636-9292. That's 1-800-636-9292.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Example rate based on a 10-year policy for a 35-year-old male in excellent health. Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
The Iranian foreign minister says he hopes the new U.S. administration won't use Tehran's ballistic missile tests as a pretext to create new tensions.
Mr. Zarif stressed that Tehran's missile program was not designed to carry a nuclear warhead. It's concern over that capability that's triggered the latest crisis over Iran and the deal agreed over a year ago with world powers that limited its nuclear program in return for lifting sanctions. A UN resolution adopted shortly after the deal barred Iran from developing missiles that could be used for nuclear weapons.
BBC's correspondent Sebastian Usher reporting the French-Canadian university student charged with killing 6 Muslim men